Welcome. It's New Year's, RedX, and they're at a hangar today. What's up,
Yeah,
man? What are you doing here?
so one of our companies, we do quarterly offsites. So I've got the whole team downstairs. We're doing a quarterly offsite all around our brand builder product. So that whole team is down there, and but I told them this was scheduled first, so I wasn't going to miss my date with Tristan.
Oh, dude, how nice of you. Look at that.
Actually,
Thanks.
right now they're going through all the KPIs and numbers, so I'm happy to be up
Oh,
here right now. I
dude.
told them keep going.
Perfect time to step out of that, dude.
That's right. That's right.
I love it. All right. So, for those of you who haven't been following along, RedX has added a lot more to their arsenal over the last 2-ish years, and they keep growing and getting better and making this tool that they had that was once just about expireds and for sale by owners and an amazing dialer into now reaching people by attracting them through ad builder, through some AI tools, through meta ads. Dude, I think you guys are going in the right direction and bringing everything together. But let's not forget that expired still work, because we were calling them the 31st and the 1st. And I did get yelled at. I was texting Mark. I'm like, Mark, I'm 45 minutes in and I'm like, I'm getting yelled at, bro. I'm going to take like a 10-minute break. but damn good results, bro.
Yeah.
Damn good.
Yeah.
Results.
I mean, it is so from on the first, there were 144,000 expireds across the country.
Damn, man.
144,000. Yeah. And we know right now, well, this isn't what we're jumped on to talk about, but right now, because we look every 7 days, we look at the last 12 months to see what the current list rate is, how many expireds relist. Right now, it's just over 43%. So 43% of those 144,000. I did the math yesterday on a webinar. It's $810 million. Just looking at 3%, just the list side, $810 million in commissions will be earned. And that's not theoretical, that's mathematical. That's based on how many will relist, how many are going to sell, and that list side commission. So $810 million in commissions from the last few days in January.
That's crazy, man. Well,
the question, and this is why back to just to wrap up what you were saying, and then we can jump in because we're going to talk about AI today.
Mm-hmm.
But RedX, at our core, right? I'm here. We're at offsite doing planning, and we start every planning the same way as every business book that you ever read. It's like, well, what do you do? Like, you have to get really clear on what you do, whether you're an agent, even getting really clear on what you do and who you help. And RedX has always been about that. We help agents get more listings. And we do that by starting with data that is really likely to list data, like expireds. 43% of them are going to list with an agent. So we start with really likely to list data, and then we give you all of the marketing tools to make sure that you're the agent that they consider when it's time. And so everything that fits into that bucket, we're going to continue to develop and build and help agents get more listings. Everything that doesn't, we're not going to mess around with the buy side. That's a good part of your business, but that's just not what we do. It's all about listings. So
I like that, man. I like that. And everyone that's listening in, let us know what city, what state, what country you're from. Parmita, thank you for telling me that Petaluma was in Sonoma County, because I'm from California and I had no idea where that was. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Christopher, not too far from me, buddy. What's up? Patricia from Bucharest, Romania, welcome. Christopher, thanks for jumping in. Everyone else, let's get to this. Where do we start with AI and the tools we use to stay organized, Curtis?
Yeah. I think both of us are, I would guess, on the higher end of adopting AI tools than the average real estate agent. And we just kept getting a bunch of requests about what tools should I use and where should I start and what should I do. And so that's why we said, well, with the next time Tristan and I are on, let's just talk about our top 3 favorite AI tools and how we're using them. And
okay, you go first. You go first, then I go second, and we go back and forth.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. Well, I'm going to take the layup then and just say ChatGPT.
And that doesn't count. We're starting all over.
Well, let me get into it.
How are you using it?
Right. So I'm going to get a little weird here. People are going to think I'm weird, but I use it to organize my life. So let me just tell you the last 60 days of what I've been doing on ChatGPT.
Okay.
So just so people know, ChatGPT, I think is the best $20 you can spend. And it doesn't have to be ChatGPT. I think I love it most because I've used it the longest. So it has the most amount of context about me. But anything you use and pay $20, it's going to start to learn you and learn to speak like you and create copy like you and everything else. But I use ChatGPT a lot for 2 things: custom GPTs and projects. And a lot of people don't understand the what to do here, but a custom GPT is like having a massive master prompt that sits above whatever you're prompting it to do. So for example, if you created a custom GPT that said Tristan's copywriter, right? Well, a custom GPT on the back end, you could give it all of its writing instructions, its style and grammar guidelines, all of its punctuation guidelines. That's where you could tell it stop putting M dashes in all of my copy. And you could have a master prompt so that you could just go in there and say, I need an email for, yada, yada, yada. And it will create that master and live underneath the master prompt.
Okay.
A project, however, is something that you want to have persistent memory about specific things ongoing. So the last 60 days, I created a health GPT.
Oh, that's cool.
So a project in chat will allow you to upload 25 files that it will maintain as its knowledge base.
Got it.
I put the last 3 years of blood work. I get my blood work drawn every 6 months. So I put the last 3 years of blood work in there. And have you ever done a DNA thing like Ancestry or 23andMe or one of those? Well, you can go to those sites and you can get your raw genome. You can download your genome from 23andMe or Ancestry. Now, usually they're too big to upload into chat. But I put all of those things in there. And we don't need to spend all this time because we want to relate it back to real estate agents. I know people, we need to bring it back to business here. But I put all of that in there with DNA and blood work. And then I have a scale that does all my body composition. I put that in there. And then I have the Aura Ring that does my sleep tracking. Okay. And I've only had the Aura Ring for a week, but every day I'm putting that in there. And it looked at everything and said, you should really take this one supplement. And I'll leave out what it is just because I don't want to be a doctor here. But it was just an amino acid. It said, based on your DNA and based on what your blood work's saying, I think this will help. I have slept better in the last 2 weeks since taking this at night than I have in years. Wow. And now I have the Aura Ring to track the difference in that. So the power of these projects, now let's bring it back to a real estate agent, what you could do with these. The power of a project that maintains persistent context of all of the chats and all of the files that you're bringing in there. You could create a business mentor project, and you could give it a roll, and you could upload a bunch of information from Tristan about what you should be doing on social media, right? You could have a social media project where you upload, you give away so much for free. They could take your content schedule, your tips and tricks on on how to go to ChatGPT to find the relevant news and everything that we've talked about a bunch. You put that into a project so that every day you can go in there and you can then feed it information about you or about what's going on. You could even feed it personal information to make it more relevant. Like, I didn't sleep great last night and I'm on way to work and I'm kind of upset that I had this deal fall through. And it would take all of that context along with all of the information it has, and it would custom create some of the content and video scripts that you can make for social media. I think the power of ChatGPT is it's really hard not to make that number one for $20 a month.
Yeah, I think, and for those of you that are on Claude as well, Claude offers the same thing that Curtis is talking about. So I would go to either or, and they both have their pluses and minuses, but I love that you started there, man. That you went a different direction, which I like. Okay, then I'm gonna stay in the same plane as you. Okay.
All right.
So I would use ChatGPT, but just to use a different one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I don't like it. I'm going to use Gemini, and I'm going to go to tasks. I think tasks are underutilized by a lot of people. Yep. And the thing that I've done over the last 6 months, I think over the last year, since ChatGPT made tasks first, is the things I want to remember to do daily to show up better. So for me, real estate news, summarize it so I don't have to go and find it everywhere, right? Summarize it from the Wall Street Journal, from Housing Wire, from everywhere. Put it really quick for me every day, 5 a.m. Yep. And then locally, I need to know what's happening locally, real estate-wise, stats, right? Doesn't matter if it grabs it from Redfin or Zillow. It gives me a clearer picture so I don't have to go and forget about it, because what happens, I jump in, I respond to email, I go to social, and I forget. So this way I have them numbered. Like, what do I do first? Which one do I check first, Curtis? Which one do I check second? And so now I have these outlined, and I also have social media ideas based on everything that's happening in the real estate world. So I just go there. And if I don't find anything there, great. Then I'll show up later and do my own research. But most of the time, because I have this organized through tasks, I could just go there and it allows me to show up better.
Yeah.
So
give us a 30-second. How somebody goes, oh, that's cool. How do I do that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Here's a tip: I would go to Gemini and say, how do I set up a task, and it will walk you through it. But let's have Tristan GPT walk us through it
right now. Let's go to. Let me share my screen really quick. Share screen. We're going to go to Gemini. So over on, do you see my screen, buddy?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So you could see on Gemini some of these that are blue. You see the blue dots?
Mm-hmm.
Those are all tasks that came up for me automatically, right? And I have one because I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to be more cultured, Curtis.
Yeah, I have daily art piece. I see it.
Daily art piece reminders. So I'm trying to learn about one piece of art daily. It's just short, right? But the rest are real estate. So you just simply go, Curtis, where are you located? You're what part of Utah? Salt Lake City?
Let's do Spanish Fork, Utah.
Okay. I'm a real estate agent in Spanish Fork, Utah. Is that how you abbreviate Utah? UT,
yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
I need to be updated daily about the real estate news and local community news that affects homeowners. Set up a daily task to give me a summary of what's going on here every day at 5 a.m. All right, so I'm going to let me copy paste that so people can use that one. But let's see what it gives us. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go back to the stream. I'm going to put the prompt in there. I'm going to go back to Google, and it's going to set up the reminder for me, right? It's going through this whole process, and ChatGPT will do the exact same thing. The next step is going to be like, got it, here it is.
Yep.
right? So there it is. Now I'm going to have it start right now just to give us the example. But now that it's set, I have to remind myself to shut it off, or I'm going to be getting news from
Yeah, right.
Spanish Fork,
Sport
Utah every day, which would be great. Then I'll just text Curtis. Curtis, did you know?
You know,
Dude, start it right now. And so this for me, if as it's going, I'm going to show you Chat GPT. So you see how my Chat GPT ones are numbered? Let me see.
I'm still seeing your Gemini.
Let me go back here. Tell
Gemini.
me if you see this.
Yep. Now I'm seeing it.
So I have these numbered 1 all the way up through 9. But this way I know I don't get lost. Like I've got number 1, top US real estate stories. Number 2 is Redfin and Realtor.com and Homes.com data. It just pulls the data for me daily. Number 3, I want to create viral graphics based on the trending topics in real estate in the United States, right? And number 4, number 5, and then 8 and 9, US finances and tax news. I need to understand what's going on. So, dude, I have a process every morning, thanks to these tasks, that allows me to show up better with information. Because at the end of the day, what we're in right now is information overload, and it's our job to interpret what's happening to the consumer. It's interpretation now. So
that's awesome.
Here it's coming. But in the meantime, guys, Gemini is an absolutely amazing tool because I love the connection to Google Docs, because everything that populates here, it just gives it to me. And look, it's stuck right now. It assumed that I just said, oh, can you start right now? But you get the picture. I'll show you what they do. Real estate news briefing. This is what it shows up as every morning. It gives me the news. It breaks it down for me. And it tells me finance news, real estate news, trending market stocks that has to do with real estate. This is an interesting one. Build to rent becomes the new starter home. That's a really interesting one. I like that. And now they're calling it, Curtis, they're calling it the Great Housing Reset. They always have to come up with a funky name.
Right.
Like, do we really need a name for a normal year?
From a marketing standpoint, that's really good, because it's the Great Recession, but it's the Great Reset.
Isn't that?
So, and people, it's very mentally triggering for all of us that were in the industry in 2008.
So now I'm going to show you something else here, since we're on this, and I'll go back to you. If I liked whatever this came up with, or however you want to keep it, you have all of these things that you can add here, but at the bottom, you see there's a little 3 dots here. This is what ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, this is what they don't have, right? This is what's really cool to use Gemini, at least for me. I can export it into a doc. So if I export it into a doc, at the bottom left, it says, okay, got it. I'll make you a Google Doc, right? And if it's data that I've been collecting or a final product that I need to review, now I have it in a Google Doc, and I can put this into a folder on Google, and I can then work from it. Now, the great thing is that I can also pull, if I go back, let me go back to this one. I can also pull, I can start a brand new chat and pull from any drive on Google that I have here. You could do this with everybody else, but this is more native. And now I can create information based on the other information that I have saved, because it's all saved here. And then last piece on Gemini is it breaks down YouTube videos extremely well, because Google is YouTube. So I can put in any YouTube video, and it does it better than ChatGPT and Claude. I can get the transcript, I can break down the video, I can do the highlights, I can say, recreate this, give me an outline, I want to do the exact same video, my style, got it. So that's why I love Gemini, dude.
Love it. Love it. All right. My next one, I'm going to blow your mind, because I don't think you're using this yet. It's called Whisper Flow.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, are you using it?
Andrew Flatchner from Real Scout told me.
Yeah. Okay. So Whisper
Flow. How are
Flow,
you using Whisper Flow?
So I use it for everything. I mean, especially with ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, or all of them. I'm paying for all of them. So if we really want to get into, I use them for different things, but WhisperFlow is one of the best transcription tools I think that's out there. But what it does is then it puts a key on your computer that you can hit the button and you can talk, let go of the button, and it will transcribe perfectly onto what is going on. And so as you're in one of these AIs and creating the prompt, sometimes for me, it's better to hit the button and sit there and talk, especially if I want to brain dump. That's a really big thing. Like I can hit a button and it starts recording, and I can just brain dump and then hit the button and it will put the whole transcription into the chat for ChatGPT or Gemini or wherever. And then I can ask questions about what's going on there. And I have a lot of transcription tools as well. Like, I don't know if you use these. This is Plod.
Hold on, let me stop sharing really quick.
So this little card is Plod. It'll record 30 continuous hours. It's multimodal, so that if you're in a room and there's multiple conversations, it does a good job of recording all of them, and then transcribes it. But
that's cool.
Nothing transcribes as good as WhisperFlow. In fact, if you're talking and you go, okay, I'm looking at a Samsung TV, an LG TV, and I was looking at, well, the transcription will just cut that part out automatically for you. So it takes out all the ums and the uhs, and it transcribes it the way that you would say it if you didn't mess up in anything that you said. So to transcribe an email, so anywhere your cursor is on your screen and you hit that button, it will just type what you're saying. So I use that a lot.
I love that. Good job, Ben.
Yep, I'm using that one a lot.
So I'm going to go, you've seen this one. I'm going to go basic, okay? Let me pop it up. So far we've got ChatGPT, Gemini, WhisperFlow, and then we've got Descript. I know you've heard of Descript, right? If you all have any editing tools and they get very complicated, I would highly recommend you taking a look at Descript. Let me show you here. For me, the reason we use it is twofold. One, the editing is so easy because I could just cross out words as the video populates the transcript, and you guys can take a look here.
Or type new words in if you miss something.
Yes.
Yeah.
To me, that's the number one way. It's like, this is how we edit. We just delete the transcript and it edits the video. That's how amazing this is. But when I've figured out that some of my videos, Curtis, so see how I'm speaking right now? This is my natural form of speaking. I speak slow. And when I go and I watch these TikTokers and Instagram, they talk really fast. Like, I am not a fast talker. So we discovered on Descript, you can go there and edit the whole video, so it deletes these silent moments. So we have it ready to go. So for all of our videos, for us, a few of our channels, it says, hey, if you find a silent moment, reduce it to 0.2 seconds.
Yeah. So
now it makes people feel like they're really engaged because there are no quiet moments.
Yeah.
And for me, that editing, dude, it takes us to edit a video probably and very, very, very well done, like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
that's it, and we're done. Yeah. Like, this is crazy to us. So that's why I love Descript.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, I should have had prepared my 3. I use so many, and I'm using a lot of more advanced stuff. I do a lot of projects on Bolt.new. I don't know if you've ever messed around with that, Tristan.
Bolt? Okay, hold on. Well, Stieg Strand, I'm impressed at both of your backgrounds. It seems like so many of them have add or natural cut outlines around the speaker's head and shoulders. Can you comment on that?
No, I appreciate it, because even when I'm at the office and in our studio, people think it's a fake background, but it's all real. So no, yeah.
That is
I'm
funny.
here. I'm here at an airplane hangar in Spanish Fork, Utah.
Yeah, that's a real one. And I'm in my man cave.
Yeah. So
And yes, that's Spider-Man right there, and that's Captain America's shield right there. There you go. Okay, Curtis, you said Bolt. What was it?
Yeah. I let me just rapid fire through a few that I think.
Okay, go.
Let me back up. Bolt is more advanced. Bolt is where you can vibe code stuff, and I wanted to, if I can get here fast enough, I wanted to. I don't know if I can, so I didn't prepare for this. So
that's okay. There are quite a few like Bolts. So,
well, I just wanted to show. No, I don't have it. Well, I was teaching my 15-year-old nephew. He wanted, he's really in. He just wants to learn, and he wants to learn AI. And so I said, well, let's start messing around on Bolt.com. And he came in and said, okay, well, what is something that real estate agents could use? And so we brainstormed a little bit, and I said, well, here's what I think. I think real estate agents use real estate calculators all the time, but they probably just jump on Google and they go, show me a land value calculator, or show me a cap rate calculator, or a mortgage rate, calculator. And they find whatever pops up. So he went to ChatGPT and said, give me the top 20 real estate calculators and explain the math. And ChatGPT then he put that into Bolt and said, make me an app that shows all that, where it has all these, and it coded a page that had 20 real estate calculators. You click into each one and it opens up a full real estate calculator where you put in the information and then it spits it out. And he did that in about an hour and 15 minutes, and that's pretty amazing for a 15-year-old. That's probably more advanced, and probably real estate agents aren't jumping in and using that on a daily basis. So let me give you one that I think real estate agents could do. It's called Superhuman. Superhuman.
Okay.
It is an email. It is an email.
Okay.
And so its whole goal is to help your inbox be zero every day. And so they've designed a couple of things. One is it's all quick keys for a desktop computer. So if you log onto a computer, their onboarding is one of the best onboarding I've ever seen for any SaaS companies. They have you put your hands on the keyboard, and then they make you practice all of these quick keys. This one deletes the email, this one archives it, this one punts it for tomorrow, this one punts it for 3 days. And there's about 6 quick keys that you need to learn. But every day you open up your email, and it's all about going through it quick. So if you get one that you go, I'm going to deal with this later, you just hit the button that says I'm going to deal with it later. And then it will ask you when. And so then you put in how long you want to delay dealing with that email. But the whole idea is to get your inbox to zero as quickly as possible so that you can go and focus on other things. And there's a lot of studies about how much time we waste by maintaining our email pop up all the time. And we're just always looking at it, and always the context switching from, there's no deep work being done because of these constant communications. I used to even have an assistant that would just manage my inbox. And then I was still in my inbox. I was still in there looking at emails. And Superhuman is pretty amazing to go through, gets rid of it. It learns behavior really quick. You can set settings to auto unsubscribe from stuff, so you're not seeing all the garbage. But then the best thing is, if you do want to reply, you hit reply, and it's already pre-written a response based on all of your other emails and how you respond to an email like that. So when you do want to respond to an email, it's already written. You might go in there and make a few edits and hit send, but there's often times where I look at it and I go send and just keep on going, right? And then you can have more advanced features. You can have it auto send things where somebody's trying to get an appointment with you. You can block out time on your schedule and they'll just auto schedule it for you. You don't even have to respond to those emails and go in there. So in terms of time and efficiency, And what I see agents waste their, look, we want agents to prospect. We want you to be actively pursuing new listings for, an hour to 3 hours a day. That's where we see the most successful agents. And yet a lot of agents will spend 2 hours a day on their communication, and it's a false sense of like I'm staying busy. It's a false sense of that I'm doing the work, right? So you want to go build a real estate calculator real quick on their free app right now?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Build me a real estate calculator that, what do you want? Calculates the mortgage and the property.
Let's just do your payment. Payment. Have it
calculates a monthly payment for a house, for buying a house.
Yeah, tell it to make it look really good.
Make it look like Apple built it.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to have it build it now. Okay, sure, I'll sign in. Give me a second. Let me sign in. Give me a sec. And let me have it approve it. And it's authenticating. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm going to go to Lovable. And I'm going to have it do the exact same thing. Let me log in really quick.
While you're doing this, I mean, if Lovable does way better on websites, landing pages, UI, Bolt does better if it's more of an app. There's a back end database. If you're building like an application, Bolt tends to do way better than Lovable. If you're building a website or a landing page or a lot on the front end, like something like this, there's no back end database for it. Lovable's designs often end up better. And then another one. I mean, we're getting this real estate agents may be bored at this point, but I love geeking out over this stuff. Figma has their make section, which can create a Figma file, which is a design file often used by developers. You can take that file and then put it into Lovable or Bolt to have it look exactly the way that you want.
Dude, that's true. And I mean, you could also let me go here. If people have Claude, you could just go to Claude Code.
Yep.
Which is, some people have got Claude here, right? So you could just go to Claude Code at the bottom on the chat. You see code.
Yep.
You could just do it there, or you can go over to artifacts, and you have a lot of options right here as well. So let's go back to Bolt. Let's see what's going on. It's still thinking. I think it's going to finish my calculator while I'm finishing my coffee later today. Because if I take a look at Lovable, it's still building it out as well. Right?
I think Bolt got done. That it gave the little ding.
That was a little ding. Yeah, you're right. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay. What do we got here? It says create Apple.
It's still pulling up the preview.
It's going to preview. Yeah, it's going to preview it there. Let's see what we got on this end. Still thinking. Okay. So we got two that are still thinking. How's your day today, Curtis?
Right. Well, why don't you tell us your third favorite one here? Why don't we go, what AI tool that let's pick a couple that real estate agents could go download right now and start implementing. I think that's true of Gemini and Task. There you go.
Okay. So we've got a mortgage calculator. What do you want to buy a house for? What price? 700,000?
I wish I could buy one around here for that.
Let's go. You're in Utah, so we're gonna go for what prices are like. A nice house is like 1.5 million now, right?
Yeah.
All right, 20% down. Let's say you only have 19% down. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to mess with this thing. Right. Rates. You know what?
You're gonna buy it down below 6 there.
You're lucky. And you know what? You're living smart. Okay. 15 years. And there you go. Dude, it just built it for me. How awesome is that? Now,
What's cool about this is you can grab that and stick it on your website, right? I mean, and that took no skill, right? No skill.
I have no skill.
I think I just think the power of AI is incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. And then I can go in and then say, hey, you know what? Do me a favor. Give me the ability to change up the principal, interest, property tax, all that as well, so that I can maneuver all that. And then it gives you that ability as well. So, dude, we can go on for another 30 minutes, but
yeah, I mean, what I wanted to show people then is the app that we have that they can download right now for free.
All right, where do I go?
Well, it's Brand Builder.
Brand Builder. App Store, Brand Builder.
Yep. Brand Builder by RedX. Actually, I think we have a page for them.
Let me go brand. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Nice. Let me grab it and then let me go to it. Give me 1 second. That is, you know how many times I've shared this, by the way, the brand builder, because of your because of the ability to read the transcript that you guys showed me, which is right here.
Yep.
Like, that's amazing.
So this is the free app gives you AI scripting, will help you create the script of the videos that you should be creating. It then has a teleprompter, so you can grab it right on the teleprompter and you can download that. I'm trying to.
And the teleprompter, I mean, you could download this and it's free. It's free to use.
Free. Yep, it's free. So,
I like this, man.
You can get it from the App Store, and yeah, I mean, you got to be doing short form video. Ideally, you would take that short form video and you would target certain people, especially this month. You should target expired listings on that. If you need help doing that, that's what RedX does. In addition to all of the traditional prospecting that we've done for 22 years of, dialers and good data and everything. But, nowadays there's more mediums and there's more opportunity to get attention from the people who are going to list with someone. So you got to make sure that you're in front of them. So if you're making these videos, you can type in that script. Do you have it on your phone right now?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I do. Because that's the one I've been testing out a lot more. There it is. Brand Builder. So if I go to create, so hold on. Let's go to the free version again. So there we go, create. Dude, there are a lot of cool things on this one. I forgot how great this is. Wow. So I want to create a new project. Let me see if I could just record. So this is what it looks like. Right? It's just a recording button. And then what I can do is I can add the transcript at the top so that I could just read from it. I'm gonna try to plug it in right now so people can see it. Give me 1 second. Let me see if it doesn't unplug everything in my planet, okay?
If not, it's been a great webinar. We'll see everybody next time. It disconnected your audio.
How's that? Is that better?
Yep, better.
I'm back. All right. Now it's got my audio from my computer. So let's go. Let's see how this works. All right. Yeah, it's not letting me. All right. Well, look, listen. Brand Builder's amazing. Right?
It's free. You should go download it. Go in the App Store and in either iOS or Android, download RedX Brand Builder. And the idea is that you need the AI to help you create a good script It's based on the best way to make a short form video for it to grab attention and get attention. And then you can record it with the teleprompter right there. And right now you should go make a video that speaks to expired listings, right? So go make a video that talks about how it can be really embarrassing and frustrating when your home doesn't sell. And here's the top reasons homes aren't selling in today's market, and go make that video. And if you want to take that to the next level, let us help you take that video and target all of the expireds and canceleds in your marketplace.
Exactly. And Natalia, it's this is Brand Builder. Just go to the App Store and get it. It's free.
Yeah. In the App Store, it's free. What the paid version of is when we take those videos and then we produce them. We do all the editing and add the background music and write all the copy for you and everything else. So, but if you want the teleprompter and the AI scripting tool, that's free, and you can throw that right on your phone and start making really great social media content right now.
Got it. I love it, man. All right, go back to your hangar.
All right, man. We're going back to planning. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you, everybody. We, as always, attention, the highest form of currency. So we're grateful that you did that to us today. Hopefully you got something out of it. If nothing else, go invest $20 a month on Gemini or ChatGPT and build some tasks, build some projects, and start getting more efficient.
Or build a mortgage calculator.
That's right.
One of the two.